into the, you're going to go, so I emailed you the template, and so you'll open it up from your email. And then when you open it up, it'll open up in Canva. Then what I want you to do is come up to File, up in the left-hand corner, click on File, and then scroll down to make a copy.
Got it. Is that putting me in my own Canva now then?
Yeah, you're in your own Canva. It's
Okay.
putting it in your Canva. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it goes into, like, when you're in the home screen, it'll be under shared with you. So if you look here under shared with you, it should be under there. If it's not there, then after you make a copy, it should be in all your designs. Good? Are we good?
It's there.
Okay. Glad it's there. Okay, now I gotta find mine. There it is. All right. All right, so here we are. We are banner, doing the banner for our YouTube channel, if we're gonna have a YouTube channel. If not, then you're just here for fun.
I'm always here for fun.
That's smart, Jerry. You're so funny. Jerry's just here to learn. All right. So this is actually the channel art template from YouTube for real estate agents. So I just went off this to create mine, and it worked very well. So that's what we're going to go off of tonight to do the same thing. Okay. So if you just scroll down, you'll see that page 3 is actually the template that you're going to use. The other pages are just a direction for guide on where to put the different things, but we're going to go through that really quick. So if you look at the darker section in the middle, that's going to be your desktop and mobile view. So that darker section, you're going to have your main information in there. So 90% of the people that will be looking at your YouTube channel will be on their phones. So this is the only area that they're going to see. So have your main information there, because no matter what device they're going to be on, they're always going to see that middle part. So mobile, tablet, desktop, Macs, and then TV. So this is going to be the place that you want all your main information to contact you, what your name is, your logo, and things like that. Okay. So what we can do is, in order to keep this particular template good in case we want to use it in the future, is we're going to go up here to this double paper, and we're going to just click on it to give us a duplicate page of that particular page.
Where did you go?
Up to the top right where the two pages are, it says duplicate page. You just click on that, and it gives you a second page of what that is. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to decide what you want your channel art to look like. What I did for mine was I just started off with a shape, preferably a rectangle, and I just put that in here with the same size as a mobile device. Okay. Now you can choose to make this bigger, make it like the entire length, and then put another one in there, maybe a different color. And this will be your color scheme. Actually, I want to move that around. You would make it the same size as your mobile device. Okay. And so this would give you your basic 2 colors you'd want to work with for your banner. You can choose whatever colors you want, but I'm just trying to show you like the difference that you could do. You could do all the same color throughout this whole banner area. Okay. You could even do, if you wanted to, you could even do a gradient color. I think you can do gradient. No, not there. Hold on, give me a minute. Under shape, I don't think you can do that.
So Sheila, we stretched that rectangle out all the way through the desktop?
Yep, so all the way to desktop max.
Okay, and then the second one is?
Your desktop minimum or your mobile.
Okay.
Give me a second. I want
You
to
put another box over the top of it?
I put a rectangle. I put a rectangle where desktop minimum and mobile is, and then I put a rectangle where the desktop max is.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just trying to see on gradient if it had a rectangle. It does, but you can't adjust it. Okay, so you can't do gradient. But you can do gradient as your background. So if you wanted to do a background, you could do anything. You could do something like this. You could do a city. Let's see if we have a city here. You could do a city background. Okay. You could make your background blurred. Okay, a little bit blurry. You can do whatever you want, but just keep in mind that the only time that people are going to see this top and bottom portion is if they're on the TV and they're viewing the YouTube channel on the TV. Generally speaking, they're going to see this area right here. So what would be the very first thing that we would want on our YouTube channel? Excuse me.
Your picture.
That would be correct. So you're going to put your picture on there, and with Canva, you can take out the background like we always do. And you can put in a hue behind your picture, and I'll show you how to do that. It adds a nice little dimension to it. So let's go get our picture. I'm going to use my old one. So get your picture. And after you get your picture, I want you to make a copy of it. So Control-C, Control-V to make a copy of your picture. And then I want you to click up here. Once your picture is selected, your second picture, click up here under Effects. And I want you to click any one of these colors. I don't care which one it is. Keep your cursor on top of it, because you'll see these lines here. I want you to click those lines. And I want you to change the color to something that's opposite of what you are on. So like, let's say this, I'm on this turquoise color, okay? What would be a color that would be opposite of turquoise? Like pink, white, maybe, probably black. So let's
Hello?
use pink. What?
Yes.
Hello, how are you? So what we're going to do is I'm going to make this background, the highlights and the shadows the same color. And in order to do that, I need to pick this hex color from highlights and put it in the shadows. So highlight the hex color, Control C to copy it. Come down to shadows, highlight that hex color, and paste over it.
Geez, Sheila.
Did you follow all that?
Love.
No,
Want me to go over it again real quick?
please.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so we're gonna copy our picture. Control C, Control V,
Got that.
okay? Then we're gonna make sure our picture is selected, and we're gonna come up here to effects. We're gonna use a duotone. And I don't care which one you use because we're gonna change the color. Once you have clicked on duotone, you keep your mouse on there, and then you'll click again on the lines. From there, you're going to click on highlights. And the reason you want to click on highlights, at least for me, this is the color that I'm going to do, is I'm going to do a pink hue behind me. So I want to take my hex code here. I want to highlight it, and then I want to Control C to copy it. I know I keep saying Control C, Control V. Just remember that those are your shortcut keys for your Windows computer. Control C is copy, Control V is paste. And if you're on a Mac, it's Command C, Command V. And the reason we want to copy this hex code is because we're going to put it under shadows. So click on shadows, highlight that hex code, and Control V to paste the color in there.
Shoo.
Okay. So now we should have a color that looks, a head that looks like me with just a color. Now, we want this to be a hue. We could put it behind us and have it, you know, be very enhanced, meaning like it looks like us. It's got the lines and everything in the dimension, but I just want it to be a hue. So what do you think that we could do to make it like blur? Where do we make a blur at? Does anybody remember?
Oh, up on the top.
Good. Where?
Over there by position, and
No,
I think it's the box. No?
wrong.
Adjust.
Yes.
Filter.
Good job. So we're going to adjust it, and we're going to put a blur on it. So we're going to increase our blur. And then we're going to bring it down over ourselves and increase it just a bit because we want it to be a little bit taller than what we were. And then we're going to change the position to put it behind us. So we're going to send it backwards. Once we have it backwards, we can move it down. And there's our hue. I know everybody got that right. Right? Yep, you doing it? Yep. It's like, that's like a hard no for me. All right. So we have our hue behind us, and if we don't, then that's okay. You can watch the video replay. I think I'm recording this. Yes, I'm recording it. Okay, so now what would be the other thing that we would generally want in our middle section?
Contact information.
Yes, you don't necessarily need your phone number when you're doing a YouTube banner. You can if you want, it's up to you, but usually your name, and then maybe real estate agent, maybe real estate professional, and then you could put any alphabet stuff that you have going on. So, you know, SFP or, you know, MPS or whatever, PMS, whatever you want, right? So go to text over on the left-hand side, go to text, and then you can click on any of those add a headings and put your name in. Now, when you're putting your name and stuff in here, always try to remember, well, anything that you're doing, I should say, not just in here, but just anything that you're doing, try to remember branding. You always want things to look very similar in how you do things wherever you do them. So if you're using a specific font for your branding, use that font in here. If you're using a specific picture for your branding, use that in here. Because you want it to be consistent across the board. You don't want it to look that much different. As real estate agents, you know, as we stay in the business, we'll grow older and get grayer or whatever, or get heavier. And so you want to change those pictures every probably 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, just so that you can make sure that you always look the same. So I don't want to have this picture and then me come out and I'm like, you know, have this short hair girl or blonde haired girl, you know, somebody totally different than what they're seeing on the YouTube channel. So just try to remember branding when you're working on all these things. Okay. So this is a 56-inch font. So I would say let's decrease it down. Now, not only do we want to have our name in here, but we're also going to want to have what possible thing are we going to need in here to make sure that people know who we are, where we are, what we're doing. Probably our state, right? So like, or our city. So whatever city or state that you're working in, at whatever location you're working in, that's going to be your main focus of your business, that's what I would put in here. So mine is Southeastern Lower Michigan. Everybody's good? Okay. So the next thing we want to do is we want to have something that kind of stands out that says, hey, we're posting videos every Wednesday. So you can take, you know, a box, a circle, whatever shape you want. It could be gradient. It could be, you know, however you want to do it. There's no rhyme or reason to anything. It's what kind of, it's like whatever flair you have, you know, bring it out in your graphics. I always try to bring out my type of flair in my graphics. So go into elements and go into shapes. And you have tons of shapes here. You've got circles and hearts and all kinds of different things. I think there's even a diamond in there. So feel free to just kind of play around with it and see what you know, makes you feel good. And I'm going to use this particular box. And I'm going to turn it to tilted. I am going to make it white. And inside of it, I want to type
You took a shape?
Yep, I took a shape. Now you can say published videos every Friday. You can say educational videos every Friday. You can say real estate videos every Friday, like whatever you want to put in here. I'm just going to say educational videos every Friday. Now, when you put your text in here, you can choose to center it in here by using the grid. So the purple lines are your grid lines. So you can do it that way. Or if you wanted to kind of take up the whole box, you could increase your spacing between the text, the lines of text, and just increase your spacing like that and take up the entire spot like that. What we can also do is click on the text and add some effects. So Canva has this nice feature now that we can use effects in our text. Ooh, I had a rhyme there. Text and effects.
Yeah.
And
Here.
so to do that, you want to click on your text, and then you want to just start playing with any of these particular effects. The one that I like the most is the lift. And I usually add a lot of intensity to mine, makes it stand out more. The other one that I do like to use is the shadow, because then I can control background color. So if you click on shadow and you just pick this other color down here, so I picked, I click the black and other colors come up. So now I can come in here and pick up maybe a pink. So let's put the pink in there. And then you can change the transparency of it. And then you can change the blur of it, the direction and things like that. So you can just really have a lot of fun with it. Also too is you can come up to the top here and change your font to be something totally different and kind of off the wall if you wanted, or different than what currently we're using in the bottom part. So again, just be creative with it, or you can be just normal with it and just be whatever font they choose, that's the one you're going to use. How's everybody doing? Any questions so far? Nothing? Okay. What we could also do is we could add a little bit of dimension to our shape. And we could put a shape behind it. So if you click on your shape, you don't have to do this. I just wanted to show you maybe something you can do to just add a little flair. So if you click on your shape and copy it and then paste it, change the color. Let's change it to pink. Let's do hot pink. And then we go behind. So we'll send it to backwards, actually. Send it one more backwards. There we go. You can make it look like there's a, like, you know, almost like it's a 3D box, right? So it looks something like that. So just kind of think about, you know, layering things and just kind of being different with things. You could also take this, this box behind there Let's get the box. So take this pink box, move this out of the way, and let's bring it the other way. Let's take it and turn it this way. And then we'll throw it backwards. And then we'll move our things down. Okay. So just something a little bit different. Goes with the pink in the banner. Any questions? Okay. So the other thing that we would want in there is our EXP. So if you haven't done so already, if you have the pro version, make sure you put your EXP information in your branding stuff. So go to folders, go to logos, and get your branding. And put your EXP maybe above your name. Nothing crazy. Now, oh, there's Lexi. So now we want to finish up by putting something on the side. Now you could put subscribe in here in the middle, or you can put it on the sides. This is your main information that you're going to want everybody to see, right? Your name, your picture, who your brokerage is, and then when you're posting videos. The subscribe is, you know, that's kind of like a no-brainer usually. So you can put that off to the side here and do something, either downloading an image from Google, or you can come in here to photos and type in subscribe. If I could spell. And Google, Canva has subscribes for you here to use. So feel free to grab any one of these or go to Google and grab something from there. I have this one on mine. Now, remember that if you have the pro version, you can, just because this has a white background doesn't mean that it can stay. We can come over to effects and we can remove the background. And then we can crop it down, crop it down, crop it down, crop it down, and then shrink it down. And then we can put it right here. We can turn it. Okay. So now we got our subscribe button there. And then let's see, what else can we do on here? What else should we do on here? Anybody? I'm gonna look at my channel just for giggles. Well, that's about all I have in the middle of mine. Now I have to go and look at the desktop. Anybody have any ideas what we can do? No, Sheila, you're the teacher. You figure it out.
Sheila, this is Lexi.
Hi, Lexi. You're late.
Hi, Lexi.
I'm driving. I ended up having to work at the restaurant and I missed like most of my post class, and then of course it finished early. So anyways, I'm here now, but I'm driving, so I'm not showing my face. But I wanted to ask you a question because I thought about doing the subscribe button. I actually was trying to create a link for people to subscribe and I couldn't. But then when I looked at, I can't remember, I was looking at somebody else's just to see what it looked like and if they did the subscribe button, and I noticed that that YouTube already has a subscribe below. So is it redundant to have it twice, or?
No, not necessarily. I mean, if you are on your phone and you look at your channel, so I'm looking at my phone right now and there's no subscribe. I don't know if you guys can see this. Crap. Hang on a second. Let me let me shut my video.
Oh, when you're looking at the phone version, you mean that you can't see the subscribe?
Correct. So, so looking at this, okay, you can't see the subscribe at all. You can't even see, because on mine, it says get your guides here and it gives you a couple links. You can't even see that part on the phone.
Okay.
So if you're going to put your subscribe anywhere, put it in the middle section where we were. Put the subscribe, if you want it to show up on the phone, put it in the middle.
Okay.
Because it's not going to show up at all if it's on the side over here, or if you're going to have it in, if you're going to have it, I got to go back to mine here, or if you're going to have it over here. Okay, so if I were to click right here, I know you can't see it where you're driving, but the rest of you, if you click here, this is a hyperlink and it takes you somewhere. Okay, so you can set this up to, I think, subscribe in here. But on your phone, that doesn't happen. If you look right here, that's not there. Okay. No. All right. So, going back to that same one. All right. So put your subscribe there, and then you can choose to put your EXP over here, and maybe you put something else here, but I would leave your EXP or whatever brokerage that you're at. I would just leave it in the middle. Any questions?
Oh, I lost my writing.
So if you had if you had something that you wanted to showcase yourself, you like tennis, or you like horseback riding, or you like dogs or something, you could always fill in this spot over here with that, so that when people come to it on the desktop, maybe they see something that interests you or something. Okay. So that, yep.
Now, when there are like stickers that are kind of like GIFs on Canva, will they show up that way if you?
They won't. They won't.
So you can't have any movement.
No, there's no movement in a banner.
Okay.
I wish
You take all the fun away.
I know. YouTube will get there. I have faith in YouTube. They'll get there. All right. Let's take a look real quick just at Georgia Coast, which is Karen's, just because she's the YouTube for real estate agents. And if you go to her banner, this is what she has going on. Okay. So if you were to look at this on the phone, you probably would be looking at this and at this. So Georgia Coast home team with Keller Williams, and then relocation redefined. And that's the area that you would see on the phone. And then if you look over here on the left, she puts her new videos every Monday over here on the left-hand side. So you won't see that on a phone. You'll only see that on the desktop. And then if you look over here on the right-hand side, she did something really creative. She said, get your free relocation guide here. And she pointed down which is really smart, she pointed down to the section where they could click on these things. So if we go back to ours, we can move the subscribe button over. We can move it over here. And we can use the arrow in our elements. And in our stickers, we can type in arrow sticker. Let's do just arrow and not sticker and see what happens. I don't want to use one that's going to move. Here we go. So arrow gives us a bunch of arrows here. We're going to use this white one. And if it's not in the direction that we want, because it's not, we can flip it. So if you have it selected and then come up here to flip and flip it horizontal, it's going to then come in the right direction. Unless you wanted it to be the way that it was. It's up to you. Or you can use whatever arrow you want. Doesn't matter. Once you have that on there, then you can go ahead and put some text in there about whatever it is that you're going to put a hyperlink to. So get your buyer's guide here. Or you can say, start your home search here. Whatever. You can put whatever you want there, as long as it matches to whatever your hyperlink is on your YouTube banner. Does that make sense? So if we go back to the YouTube channel, her relocation guide is here. She's arrowing, she's pointing downwards, and it shows them this relocation guide hyperlink.
You can't actually click on it at that point, though. They gotta go.
No, you can click on it right here. See?
Oh, yeah, but it'll go to the Facebook then?
It will take them to the relocation guide, I think.
Because you didn't create that hyperlink, right? That's something that Facebook did when you put that on there, is
No.
what I noticed.
No, so if I click on this right here, okay, it's going to take me to her relocation guide. Okay, boom. Here's her relocation guide. It's actually a landing page, I should say, for her relocation guide. Okay.
Okay.
If I click on Facebook, it takes me to Facebook. And
So
then,
how's she putting her links in there?
yes, these are all hyperlinks. This is her blog. If you just hover your cursor over, it's going to tell you where it's going to take you to.
So how did she put those in there?
It's magic. You want to see?
Yeah, it is magic. Like presto.
Presto Magico. There it is. So bear with me as I navigate through this because I haven't been there in a while, but you go into your settings.
In Canva?
No, in your YouTube channel. And I believe it is.
Not upload defaults.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Where is that at? Here it is. Okay. So we'll go back to my channel. Okay. So we're going to go to, you're going to click on the upper right where your picture is. You're going to go down to YouTube Studio. You're going to come over here to settings. No, wrong one. Sorry. Yes. No. Do it again. Take 3.
I think it's all the way on the left. You just have to scroll down to that menu because I can't remember what the word is, but it starts with like a C, I think.
It's customize.
Yeah, customize. I kept thinking composite. No, customize. Yeah, but it's all the way on the left. You just have to scroll down.
Yes. So you're going to go to YouTube Studio. And then you're going to scroll down over here on the left-hand side. You're going to scroll down to customization. So YouTube Studio and then customization. Then scroll over, click over on basic info. And scroll down to links.
Ta-da.
And then you can add in all your links that you want there. I'm taking Instagram out. I don't use Instagram. All right. So you could add a YouTube link in there, but I think that would be redundant.
Sheila, is your landing page for that info or buyer's guide or whatever that you have, is that something that you have published on your website, on your KV Core website, or where does that exist in the internet?
My buyer's guide is in my actual website. Not the KV Core one, but my website.
So you have a separate website that's not KV Core.
Correct.
Okay, I gotcha.
So, but you could put wherever you put your buyer guides, just make sure that they are a place where they have to enter their information in order to download them. So if you're gonna use like KCM, for example, Keeping Current Matters, if you're gonna use that to send them to a buyer's guide, send them to the KCM site for those guides so that they have to enter their information. Let me see if I can get in there without having to do everything. I don't really want to do that. I don't want to do this because I don't know my login right off the top of my head, but you could also do a landing page. So the other thing that you could do is do a landing page through KV Core and set your landing page to go to a Google Drive to give them that PDF file. Now you're going to say, well, how am I going to capture their information? The landing page is going to capture their information. So they're going to have to put in their email address in order to go to that Google Drive to get the PDF file. Okay. Everybody good with that? Any questions? All right. All right. Then I think we're done. I was going to go over thumbnail, but it's like we only have like 6 minutes left. So I think we'll wait to do thumbnails maybe next week. Is everybody good with that?
That was awesome.
What is a thumbnail?
What?
Can you explain what a thumbnail is so I can get excited about it?
It looks like this. Right
So
here, this is a thumbnail.
you're funny.
Okay.
What a thumbnail is, I'm bringing up my YouTube channel. What a thumbnail is when people, it's basically a picture that is going to be it's the front of your book. Okay. Think of it as the front of your video. It's the image that they'll see when a link is provided for the YouTube video. Okay. So if you go to my channel and you look at all of the videos, those are all the pictures that you see are thumbnails. Now you can let YouTube pick your thumbnail out of your video, but I suggest you create a thumbnail that makes the video stand out so people are going to want to click it. So does that help explain what a thumbnail is?
Yes, and now I'm really excited because I didn't know that you could do that. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a cool thing because when you share the YouTube channel, when you share the YouTube link anywhere, it provides that picture for you.
Mhm.
So when I provide the YouTube link on my Facebook page, it brings up that picture. It brings up that thumbnail. So
It makes you glow.
it makes you glow. All right. So any ideas for future classes that anybody can think of? Don't all talk at once. I'm getting way too much information from you right now.
I like you picking. You pick good ones.
Don't pick good ones. I'm running out of ideas, man. Gotta give me some help. So does anybody need any help setting up YouTube right now? Would that be something that would be helpful?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
setting
mean,
up.
I'm not gonna be like, yay, because you know me in videos, but sure, why not?
Well, are you going to be using YouTube channel for your stuff?
Eventually.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Well, one of the things, so I've started, I mean,
You
this,
have no choice. Get over yourself. You will be doing videos.
so I started posting Terrence Tuesday tips as a short little clip. And eventually I want to start videoing myself saying Terrence Tuesday tips as me live. So
Okay.
that's going to be like my little YouTube, one of my fillers in my YouTube,
Good.
but I'm not there yet.
It's an idea, and everything just starts with an idea.
Yep.
Good
It's
job.
a good idea. Yeah.
Melinda, did you find this class helpful?
Well, I jumped in late, so, and I have a Canva account and I haven't played with it enough. So I missed the part at the very beginning, how to start doing that banner. What section of Canva do you go to just get that banner?
So I will, if you provide me your email address really quick, and I'm actually gonna stop, stop recording so that I don't record yours.